Hey guys, it's Veronica and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is about my latest obsession. It's not really latest obsession because I've been always obsessed with this, but the Produce 101 series. Apparently there's an illegitimate spin-off to the Korean Produce 101 in China. It's called Idol Producer, and I know if you've been following me on my Twitter, you know I'm obsessed with it. And I've mentioned it in my past videos about me rooting for some Idol Producer trainees. So today's video I'm just going to wrap up the latest 4 episodes really quickly and my top 9 who I hope don't get cut this next episode on Friday. Yeah, let's just go into it. If you don't like Chinese reality shows or Produce 101 or any of that type of stuff, I suggest you watch some other videos. So here we go. Episode 1. It starts off typical Mnet, but it's not Mnet. They hired the same people as Mnet, so they had the same audition process, except this time the trainees had to stick on their predicted ranks and stuff, which is different than the Korean Produce 101 because some of them picked A's and some of them picked F's even though they're D or B. The audition process was typical Mnet. There were some funny ones, some bad ones, like Dong Yan Lei, I think his name is. And then there was some really good ones, being Tai Tu-kun and his My Baby Girl, you know, that oh my god dude. And it was self-composed too. So I was kind of shook at his performance. And the coaches this season of Idol Producer Chinese Produce 101 is Pinky, Lei, Cheng Tao, and Jackson. By the way, my Chinese pronunciation is probably going to be really bad, worse than my Japanese or my Korean pronunciation, so just a heads up, I might butcher some names, I might butcher some words, I might butcher everything, just keep that in mind. Anyway, the coaches this season, they are seasoned to new rookie Korean idols, which I guess is still good. Even if they're rookies, they still have years and years of training experience. So even though that there are other Chinese idols that are participating in the Korean industry right now that would have been better coaches, I still think that Cheng Tao and Pinky are pretty qualified, especially Pinky, because she's been in Produce 101 and she made it into IOI. She freaking won Produce 101 in her season. I think she's qualified enough to coach this thing. So for most of the auditions in episode 1, Lei was going on about balance, 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 balance. Well, not a lot of trainees had balance, and even the good trainees, I guess, he still critiqued their balance and their teamwork and whatever, but I'm not a dancer, I don't know, so maybe he has better insight on this. And then in typical Mnet fashion, they left off episode 1 on introducing the Yohua trainees, which there are 7 of them this time around instead of the 5 Yohua, it's a hard name to say, Yohua trainees back in Produce 101. We got 7, so there's a lot. And plus this season of Produce 101 Idol Producer, you can only pick up to 9 instead of 11, so you kind of have to focus on who you really want to debut. It's a tough decision. But yeah, episode 1 focuses on the Yuehua trainees entering, and then it leaves off right there at the cliffhanger. They knew what we wanted and they didn't give it to us. That's how you hook us in for the second episode. So the second episode, obviously, it opens up with the Yuehua trainees, and it's Cheng Chao's company, her Chinese company, even though back in Korea she's under Starship, but when she's promoting in China she's under Yuehua, and she and Zheng Zheng trained together. By the way, I'm gonna go into my top 9 who I vote for at the end of this video, but yeah, Zheng Zheng. Obviously, he's one of my faves. I've mentioned it before, you guys should know. But anyway, they do Unique's song, I don't know what it's called, but it's really good, and I couldn't breathe the whole performance. They were meeting with the floor. They were having a very intimate conversation with the floor, with their bodies, and Zheng Zheng, boy, he needs to calm down. If you've seen his appearance on Happy Camp with the rest of the trainees, and he needs to calm down. But anyway, all of them were pretty good, but then Fan Cheng, brother to Fan Bingbing, he messed up his solo rap, and it was I couldn't, even with the subs on, I couldn't, I watch it raw and then I watch it with subs, so for both times I couldn't get past Cheng's messing up of his rap, because I connect with that on a spiritual level and I don't want to. It's just awkward. I know everybody messes up, but like I don't like watching people mess up, even if it's like funny. Like I can't. It's just 3 of the Yuhua trainees, they get A's and the rest of them get D's and F's. Nobody's really in the middle, and then everybody's like, whoa, whoa, what does that make us? So there's like only like 7 trainees at the end of this whole audition process that actually get A's, and like it's very high standards, even though most of the trainees in China and in this show don't have as much experience or refinement of their skills like Korean trainees do, because it's a much more streamlined process over there. But China, high expectations but low reality, you know? The OACA trainees, the one with Kim Fin, Jax's friend, and what his name is? His name was like Hanmubo, them two, Kim Fin and Hanmubo. I watch a lot of K-dramas, and once I ran out of K-dramas, I went into like J-dramas and movies and C-dramas and movies and all that stuff. And I was watching this one web drama or webtoon, or it was a drama based off of a Korean manhwa webtoon thing, and Hanmubo was one of the characters, and I might like just like go on into another tangent about that, but I recognized him and I thought he was like, he's pretty good. His voice is nice to listen to and he keeps up with the choreography fine. So I think those two come as a package deal, honestly. Like their ranks are always like right beside each other. But anyway, I really like their performance, even though Lei has something to say about their group choreography or like skills. Like he was balance. I'm gonna skip right over the banana culture performance because there's like the whole controversy about plagiarism and like Jackson saying he copied to Lei. Like I'm not gonna go into that. I'm gonna leave that for you guys to like converse and talk about. Yeah, so like the whole audition, episode 1 and episode 2, the episodes are way longer than Mnet. The episodes end with the auditions, and then we get to the 3rd episode, which is the start of like the theme song, which we always know it has to be like some kind of dance EDM music dubstep thing with like a pick me thing. That's AA, pick me AA. I don't know how I feel about it. I think I might like it some parts better than Nayana or Pick Me, the original Korean ones. But the dance break in AA, not AA. It's I don't like the dance break. It's very anticlimactic. Like I feel like even though the skill level of most of the trainees were like, I feel like the dance break could have been more explosive and like jumping around, but it was just, no, I don't like the dance break, but the whole song was nice to listen to, honestly. And then after the filming of the AA performance, the theme song, they went straight into the song evaluations for like the group battles and like picking stuff and stuff. I was surprised that the Mnet, Chinese Mnet, went straight into the group battle thing, because like the episode was so long, it was 3 hours, and I'm like, So like they made 3 hours packed worth of a lot of stuff. They honestly squished as much as they could into 3 hours, and like by the end of the 3rd episode they were already showing some group battles, and like in the original Korean Mnet version of Produce 101 they left off on a cliffhanger right before the group battles started. Like they just teased a little bit, but they didn't like give you the whole freaking performance. But in Idol Producer they did. They went ahead. I don't know, maybe it's because they just wanted to shove everything in your face for fair screen time, which is something Mnet doesn't know how to do. They went straight into group evaluations. Why am I saying evaluations? Group battles. And the first one was with my little fluffy hamster from Yuhua, Lee Chunzi. I don't know how to say his name, but he's the blonde little fluffy hamster. I'll put his picture up on the screen and his name, and you guys will have to vote for him because he's my baby. I'll just go into my top 9 at the end, but like quickly, it leaves off on their performance right after, but then it cuts off like a cliffhanger on the scores between both A and B, and like I'm sad that he wasn't on the winning team, and he was sad, but you know, he's gonna survive eliminations and that's all that matters. So episode 4, oh holy moly, you thought episode 3 was long? 3 hours? Episode 4 is 4 hours. Is it 4 hours? I feel like it's 4 hours. 3.5, 4. I'm gonna say 4 hours. It's really long, and I only have watched the full Raw. I think I fell asleep in the middle of it, but like I watched the Raw. I'm still trying to get through the entire subbed version. Shout out to Idol Producer Subs. I will link their stuff down below in the description so you guys can check out the subbed version for yourself, because it's really well done, and I applaud them for getting it out on time, like in 3 days after the episode comes out. So it takes a lot of effort, and to sub these episodes, which are hours and hours longer than the original Produce 101 episodes, it was really long, 4 hours, and I'm still not done watching the sub, so I don't fully understand what's going on, but I know that it's just like rehearsals and stages for the group battles. There was a bunch of songs, some of which I knew, See in Blue, and the others I don't really know. There was this one song that I think everybody was kind of anticipating. The PPAP song with Cha-Ju-kun and Jung-Jung and then the rest of them. Why? Why was this chosen as a song even though it was like a remix to something that is kind of bearable? Why PPAP? Why? I don't. It's like the concept of PPAP, it's like they don't even know what they want to be. Do they want to be sexy? Do they want to be cute? Like, this is very, very confusing. The song, the dance, the expressions, it's just, I don't know. I don't know why. Especially Tae-kun, he dragged Jung-Jung into his team. Like, he wanted to create the Avengers. And we all know how that goes for season 2. Avengers, it's not the best thing, even though you might win in votes, it might be a little cringy, you know what I mean? It was okay. I like watching the fan cams though, it's much better than the full-on performance for me. Especially the Jung-Jung fan cam because he's my fluffy little baby who's also the same age as me, so. Okay, I was surprised he didn't do a backflip in the stage. He's known for doing backflips and flippy flips and whatever flips. He does flips. He's known for doing that. He was known for doing that in season 2 of Produce 101 and he's known for doing that still in Idol Producer. Also, the stage with Justin and Chang, the dude who picked the people for his team. He picked a slow song and then he picked Justin and I'm like, ooh, okay. This is gonna be interesting because Justin seems like he wants to get away from his cutesy, innocent image that he had in Produce 101 and he wants to be more mature and like as sexy and like badass or something in Idol Producer. But he's only a 2002 liner. I'm like, bruh. You're only like 16, calm down, you can be innocent for a few more years. Yeah, I don't think Justin wanted to do that slow song, but he still did good. And then Justin, he took the reins from this dude in BF class. He started like giving suggestions on who to like bring into their team to make like the Avengers Part 2. And then he dragged Fan Cheng into it, who can sing, surprisingly, but not like the best, but he can sing, he can hold a note, which is like good if you can somewhat rap and somewhat sing. You can do both. So they did good together, but Chang, he did not want to be on that team. I don't know if he didn't like the song. He just didn't want to be there. Not surprisingly, that team won too. Just like Jung-Jung and Tae-kun's team, they also won because, you know, popular people. Ooh, did I forget to mention Chen Linong's team? Boy, he got 210 votes. He was like the master of group battles for some reason, and like I know that he's starting to get really uber popular in China. Like he's having kind of like a Park Ji-hoon effect, where he came out of nowhere and now he's building like such a massive fan base, and like yeah, he's on my list too. So like I guess I'm guilty of being hypnotized by the Nong Nong effect, but yeah, he's a cutie. And I didn't expect him to try to pull like the mature concept out of, well, he didn't really pick it, but like I didn't expect him to do this kind of concept. Now that I'm basically done talking about most of the episodes, 4 episodes, about 6 hours in total, I don't know, probably more than 6 hours, my math is not good. I will go into who I am rooting for the final 9, or at least just like survive the next episode, you know? My top 9 is mostly consists of Yuhwa sprouts, the Yuhwa trainees, Jung-Jung, obviously, Justin, obviously, Fan Cheng, Lee Kwon-ji, I can't say his name, B Wen-jin, because his voice and his visual really surprised me in the group battle. Like, I wasn't sure about him before, but then after the group battle, I'm like, boy, you could pull off that high note. I think he was on the winning team too. He's really good. I didn't notice him at all in the Yuhwa audition, honestly. Like, I was too focused on Jung-Jung and him pulling off his shirt. Well, not pulling off, like pulling up, you know. But B Wen-jin, Kim Fan, Han Mu-bo, because they're a package deal basically, and their ranks are right beside each other. And plus, I like them both. Then I have 2 more spots left. Obviously, Tae-kun. He's the center. He's probably gonna make it. He's like almost freaking confirmed, and he's idol material. Anybody could see that. Like, even if you think he's overrated, he does give like a star quality. It's like his skills are pretty much finished and there. Like, he doesn't really need to do much. He has a fan base, he has the look, he has the skills. it's like he's made for television, basically. And then my last spot will go to Chanli Nong 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 because he's like everybody's golden boy, I guess. So that's my list of the trainees I'm rooting for, my top 9. These trainees are fairly popular, by the way, so I'm not really stressing if they're gonna make it past eliminations. They're probably gonna make it past eliminations. They're eliminating anybody who's not in the top 60, and all of them I think are like at least in the top 30 at least. So most of my faves are pretty much safe until maybe the next elimination where they're gonna cut it down to what, 35 about? Then I'm gonna start getting really scared. This might be a very long video, probably is a long video, and very busy. I don't know if I have time to edit all this, but I'm gonna try. So guys, have you been watching Idol Producer? And if you haven't, I suggest you start, and then tell me down below who you are rooting for, who's your top 9, and if you're scared they might be eliminated in the upcoming episode of Idol Producer, let me know down below. So if you like this video, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, follow me on my social medias, and I will see you guys in my next video. Maybe of Idol Producer, maybe of K-pop, I don't know. Let's see what comes up. I will see you guys later, and bye.